It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerantz. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest is Chris Wiley. Chris is the founder of Women of the Green Generation. Chris, thanks for joining us. Tell me about your organization.
Women of the Green Generation is a sustainable networking group that I started in June of 2009.
It's new.
It's
very
new. And basically I started it because I was going to a lot of green networking meetings, and I noticed I was connecting mostly with a lot of other women.
Well, let's talk about that because, maybe I'm speaking against my gender, but, I do have two daughters, so there's some dual loyalties here. Talk to me why you thought that it was important to kind of start a group that focused on women and green.
Well, there wasn't really a green networking group for women, number one. And when I did speak to some of my female friends about starting the group, I received a really overwhelming response to that. So I felt that there was a niche for it.
Well, it's interesting because, we do call our planet Mother Earth. So is there something about women and the green movement that seem to be a natural fit?
Absolutely. I mean, women, I feel, are really ripe and ready to see positive transformation happen on this earth. And I'm not at all, this is not a feminist movement.
Well, that's okay if it was. There's nothing wrong with that, but continue.
And some men have been gate crashing into the
Okay, so maybe it's a social hookup, but be that as it may.
But I really, there's actually, and it's hard to explain, but there is this kind of magical synergy that happens. And from the very first meeting that I had, some women actually were emotional about being there.
Interesting.
And I felt it was because, number one, there aren't men there. We can kind of let our guards down a little bit, just be ourselves.
I understand.
And connect in a way that in which we wouldn't with men. We're just more open and free with each other.
I get it. I totally get it. As jealous as I am, I completely get it. Be that as it may, talk to me about the precepts of the organization. What's your focus?
Well, our focus really is on community, wellness, and career. And also the networking aspect of it is that we patronize each other, we share resources, we share knowledge.
Let me ask you, because community and career seem to go together. It's getting together to help each other be green and grow your businesses. The wellness aspect, that's really interesting because many would think that when you focus on green, it's more about recycling and energy, but there's also an element of health.
Wellness, I believe you have to get balanced on the inside first. If we really want to see positive change happen on this planet, there's so many sick people, and look at all the issues we're having with the health care bill and all that stuff. I believe if people would just start eating healthier, taking better care of themselves, our minds would get clearer, and we could focus more on community, on caring sincerely about people and ourselves.
Get it.
So.
Let's talk bigger, because I know you're thinking of going big. Tell me about what you're planning in 2010.
2010 is going to be the first Women of the Green Generation conference.
Wow.
So I don't
That's
have
big.
It's big.
That's big.
I'm going to take little baby steps to get there, but it's a big thing.
Well, you say Women of the Green Generation. So do you feel as if we've actually hit a tipping point here, that we are now kind of, it's a new groove, it's a new move?
Absolutely. I mean, the global warming is not going away. There's, out in the Pacific Ocean, there's a huge plastic, pile that's twice the size of Texas, they say. Honeybees are dying. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff is going on, and I think humanity really needs to start tuning into that and implementing changes into their lives.
If our viewers want to attend a meeting, how can they find out when the meetings are?
They can go to the website, which is womenofthegreengeneration.com.
Okay, so I would love to go, but I'll send my wife. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay, Chris, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Brad.
You bet. For Local Edition, my name is Brad Pomerantz. Now we're going to send you back to CNN HLN.
As your business searches for smart ways to save, don't forget about the one that's right in front of you. Switch to the Charter Business Bundle and you can save big without sacrificing a thing. Get reliable business telephone and high-speed internet with local support and great features. Power your business with great savings starting today. It's easy to pay less and get more. Call now and make a switch to the Charter Business Bundle.